And what happened to this woman and her mother who went to a concert, actually here in Boston, and her mother's handicapped, and they were waiting to get in the gates. They showed up early so they wouldn't have to deal with a rush, and the gates weren't open yet, and they asked the security guards for a chair that was right inside the gate so her mother could sit, and they told her no, and then they started making fun of her. So she took a picture, and she put it on Twitter, and she tweeted to @Livenation, who was running the concert, about it, and so a little while later, she got a response from Livenation asking for an email with more information. The next day, she got a call from one of the VPs, and they ended up firing the security guard, reassigning one of the other guys who was there and didn't do anything, and then giving her free show tickets to a show later this summer in Boston. I thought it was a great example of Live Nation just doing it right.
Yeah, I think it's a great example of Live Nation doing it right. I think beyond that, it talks to a modern phenomena, which is that as consumers, we all have a ton of power because we're all on Twitter and Facebook and Yelp and Foursquare. And as a brand, if you screw up, like we can take action against you, and you better be willing to give us free stuff. I think I've recently had some issues with a company called NStar. And my power's gone out a bunch of times recently, but the problem is I can complain and bitch all I want.
And you have a lot of followers.
But who else? What am I going to switch from NStar to
No one.
The Bronze Age? Like, there's nowhere for me to go. So they're just like,
yeah, they don't really care.
STFU.
I have to say, at least like 2 or 3 times I've put tweets out there being really upset about something, and most of the time I did get a good response from FedEx. I put a tweet out there being like, FedEx is going to ruin Christmas by not delivering my gifts on time.
I've heard about getting free stuff from restaurants for putting negative Foursquare tips in too.
Oh, all right.
So that can work as well.
But I mean, you got to use it with use it. I think there's a marketing takeaway here somewhere, not just tips for getting free stuff. Essentially, customer support is now more than ever a part of your marketing strategy. And like Live Nation, they're getting a bunch of press because they did a good job supporting their customer. You need to keep that in mind. We've talked about it before.
Yes. Absolutely.
So I'm drinking one of the slushies from our kitchen, and it's red, and so it looks like I'm drinking blood.
But you're not.
I just wanted people to think
is that the left slushy or the right slushy? Wait,
there's
right
none
slushy
of the left slushy left.
Oh, okay.
That slushy was spiked, and thus it was gone before 3 o'clock in our office.
It was 5 somewhere.
It was 5 somewhere.